Employees around the world recently reported rising rates of burnout despite efforts made by many employers to add programs and resources like counseling, more paid time off, and free access to meditation apps. Well, a new study found that the reason may be linked to the leadership style of managers. This morning, we're lucky enough to be joined by our wellness expert, Heather Hans. Good Monday morning to you, Heather.
Good Monday morning to you.
So help us out here. For anybody at home watching, what did the study find about employees' mental health?
Sure. So there's something called transformational leadership, and it's been found to improve employees' mental health for a long time. And this study found that it makes just as much of a positive impact as bad leadership makes a negative impact.
Interesting.
And so what it means is that managers invest in the whole employee, see them as whole human beings, and that they're really focused on helping them realize their full potential and achieve it. And that's different than what we typically see, which is transactional leadership, where an employer tries to control employees through rewards or punishment. And that, we know from psychology, is related to narcissism, which can have a very destructive impact on employees. And so there is a certain element of transactional, relatedness in any employment contract, but the research shows that employees don't trust or feel cared for by transactional type leaders, and that they want managers who are actually invested in their growth.
Interesting. So how exactly do these kinds of managers help their employees grow?
Sure. So the first thing is to create a strong vision and be a role model, and you can do that by communicating with positive emotions and setting a long-term vision.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that you can model also is by taking care of your own mental health as a manager, because employees are looking to managers to set the tone. And so an example would be using encouraging words and pointing out each employee's important role in the company.
Right.
And then another thing is to encourage employees to be creative, because when management gives employees freedom to try new things, solve problems their own way, come up with ideas, that creates innovation. And another thing that causes innovation is having a team of people with very different belief systems.
Sure, yeah.
So an example of this is just asking employees what you could do to support their ideas. And then the third component of it is to tailor your approach to individual employees' needs. So that means you act more as a caring coach and listen and support each individual. So for example, one employee may need a lot of encouragement, so you'd give them validation. Another employee may need a lot of structure, so you'd give them very clear direction. So it's really about being personal and very human.
Yes, absolutely. You want a boss that's a human, for sure. I want to go back with the few seconds that we have left to a point you made about, bosses need to take care of their own mental health and model that for their employees. You can always tell when you have some kind of a leader that has those boundaries in place, because they come in happy and ready to work as well. And when they don't, you can tell because they almost put it onto their employees and put that stress there.
Called projection.
Called projection.
You could be a psychologist.
I've just been through a lot of therapy, right?
Right. No, but that's very true. It's like people can only give the health that they have.
Yes.
And when they don't, it kind of gets spewed onto everyone around them.
Yeah.
So great that you can see that.
It starts with ourselves.
That's
always.
right.
All right. Heather Hans, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Always appreciate you, especially on a Monday morning.
Oh, thank you. It's
Thank
great
you.
to be here.